Hey everyone, welcome back to Core AI. So in today's video, I'm excited to introduce DocuParse. This is an AI-powered document processing tool which I built that transforms raw files into LLM-ready structured data in real time. So let's dive into how it can work under the hood. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. So let's start with the common problem, right? So working with messy, unstructured document invoices, contracts, survey forms. These documents often hold critical information, but turning them into something usable is time consuming, error prone, and inefficient as well. We all know that data is powerful, but raw documents aren't data until you can extract structure, context, and meaning of it, right? So that's why I kind of built this DocuParse with this kind of a solution focused on one key outcome, that is delivering clean LLM ready data from unstructured documents fast and easier to us. So let me begin with, I've included a key component called as LlamaParse, right? So let me explain what is LlamaParse and how it is kind of different from the traditional OCR. So when we think of document parsing, right, most people still think imagine traditional the OCR, which is kind of the optical character recognition, which simply reads the characters on a page. But OCR alone is like giving you words without meaning. It can extract text, sure, but it doesn't understand the structure of semantics of a document. That's where LLM-based parsers like LlamaParse step in and completely change the game. Right? So LlamaParse is built on top of LlamaIndex, and it doesn't just see documents as flat images or plain text. It sees layout, hierarchy, context, and as well as relationships. This is especially important when you're working with the kind of complex PDFs that include multi-column tables, form fields, footnotes, or complex sectioning, or kind of multiplications and calculations. So instead of giving you just raw context or raw text, LlamaParse gives you structured LLM-ready output where headers are identified, tables are organized correctly, and the original intent of the document is preserved. This structured output is ready to be fed directly into an LLM for further processing, analysis, or reasoning as well. Think of it this way, right? OCR tells like what was written, whereas LlamaParse helps you understand how and why it was written, making your data usable for intelligent applications like AI chatbots, search systems, document drag, document summarizers, or even compliance workflows. So that's why I've kind of integrated LlamaParse into DocuParse, and because I want a system that doesn't just extract data, but understands it and gets it ready for the next steps, which is kind of the AI-powered insights out of it. Now, moving on to the DocuParse application, how it was built. It was built using the Firebase Studio. The DocuParse application is built from a set of distinct reusable components that work together to create the user experience. And I'll just go through a couple of breakdown of the key components of this one, right? So I have file upload. So this kind of something which has been done in TypeScript. So this is the initial user interaction point. It's a drag and drop area, and you'll be able to select the file so that it's responsible for capturing the user's documents. It also makes sure like the file isn't too large. Once a valid file is selected, it passes on to the main page to begin processing. So the next key important page is on the processing status. I would say this is kind of visual pipeline that kind of shows you the current status of the document parsing. It provides real-time feedback to the user, showing which step is currently active with the loading icon, and all the steps are complete with the check mark. This keeps the user informed and makes the application feel responsive and where the document is at this point of time. Then you have the document viewer. So this is one more component that displays the final results. So yeah, here it is. So it displays the final results. So it presents kind of the extracted text from the document in a clean, scrollable view. It also kind of has some important actions where it has a button to download the parse data as a JSON file, and also has a maximize and minimize button so that it gives you a full screen reading experience, so the user is able to maximize the content and go to the content, scroll through the content as well. Now there is a lot of things around how the data is being chunked and everything, but so we'll go on to the next step, right? So but I'll just go through a quick demo of how the DocuParse works, and then we can look into the next stages of how it was done, what powers DocuParse, and how it was built with the Firebase Studio now. So in order to go for the demo, so what we'll do is we'll kind of open a report. So what I've done is I've kind of downloaded the latest BMW Putter reports. So this is the halfway report, which was published on 30th of June 2025. It has contents about what are the BMW groups and figures, It has the performance figures. It has a lot of content around the financial performance, data around the sales, their assets, their buyback schemes, and as well as what are their automotive segments, financial services segment as well, and the other entity segments and eliminations and outlook, and also the risk and opportunities for BMW in the near future. So this is an income statement, so which has been published for the 1st of April. Like you can see, there's a number of things which is there as part of this report, and there are complex calculations, messy tables. There's a lot of context around what is the risk and mitigations, and as well as what are the financial reporting rules and the group entity reporting entity. This is one perfect example or perfect document which we can pick up for the LLM parser. And what we can do is we can kind of take this as an input into DocuParse and see what is the structured output we get out of it, right, which can be used for LLM powered apps. So let's get on with it. Okay, so let's go on with the demo for DocuParse. So we have the main screen open right now. So what we'll do is we'll already downloaded the BMW report, which I showed you a couple of minutes back. So what we can do is we can go select the file and see how it actually passes it down, how LlamaParse works in the documents, and then creates kind of a structured data which can be used as for LLM-ready for applications, right? So the first thing is I click on select a file, select the file, go back. This is kind of in the BMW document which I've downloaded into my local drive. I open that up, I upload the file. So once the file has been uploaded, it immediately goes on to the next step of parsing the document. So what happens is that LlamaParse works in the document and creates structured data. So once that is done, so we have a workflow which says that the processing has been complete. So if you scroll down, you have the process document. So this is a raw text document which is being parsed from the document. So if you scroll down and see that, this is kind of the BMW report which has come through, and it has kind of all the tables kind of in more in a structured way. I think if this is very small to view on it, I put down a maximize button which will actually maximize it and take it to a clean, fully stretched window where you can look at all of the data from the beginning, right? So it talks about the report, it talks about the contents of the report as well, and it talks about all the key performance indicators of BMW, which is more of a tabular column which was there in the documents. And then if you look at a likewise comparison, if you want to look into this for now, for the key performance indicators, you scroll back at the report, and I think it will be the first couple of pages. Yes, here it is. So this is the actual table which is there in the PDF document, whereas this table has been passed through LlamaParse, through LlamaIndex, and it has become a document which is ready for download. So this is a table which has been passed from the document onto this DocuParse, and this is all ready for now, so that you can download this JSON, and which can be used for the LLM-ready powered applications. So what I've done is I've given you an option to download it, so you can download all of this as a JSON. So when you click on download JSON, it kind of downloads the document in kind of a JSON format, and you can open it up and you could do it as well. When you open up the document in your Visual Code, so this is what you see, and this is such useful structured data which can be used for further analysis. And for the next section, I'll let you know what powers this application, what are the key components out of this, and how this was actually developed, and what will be the use for further down. So what powers DocuParse? So this is an AI-driven LLM-ready document parsing. So at its core, DocuParse uses a Genkit powered server backend integrated with the LlamaParse API, and this system has been specifically designed to handle complex documents like nested tables, multi-page forms, or contextual chat as well. So what you can do with DocuParse is you can skip the traditional pre-processing pipeline and go directly from raw documents to LLM ingestion. And one more reason I built this with Firebase Studio is I use Firebase Studio because what happens is that with Firebase Studio and Google's assisted developments, so we can accelerate the product delivery. It can kind of skip all the app architecture. It can reduce the build timeline while ensuring production grade robustness as well. Think of Firebase Studio as kind of AI powered programming, so allowing you to focus on building the intelligence layer rather than just the boilerplate code for that. Now, what I get out of this is clear output and seamless integration. On the front end, I build the interface using Next.js, React.js, and once the documents are passed, users can review the extracted document in a clean, responsive document viewer. With one click, the document LLM-Ready JSON is ideal for integration with your web testers, internal API, CRMs, or automation workflows. Right? This makes DocuParse not just as a parser, but a data bridge into your AI stack itself. Now, a couple of things, right? People would be saying like, what happens to my documents? Is my document stored somewhere? So what I've done is I've kind of done this as a privacy by design. So what happens to your data is one of the most important design principles behind DocuParse is it is stateless, it is secure, and it's on-the-fly processing. And when you select a file, it's read locally into your browser's memory, so nothing is uploaded at this point of time. I don't have a file store. I'm not loading any of your data into your data store, and it is for processing only, right? The file is then sent directly over to HTTPS to LlamaParse. So, and this purely for parsing. According to their policies, to LlamaParse as well, they do not store any of your data. And for when it comes back to the browser, the extractor structured text is returned and held in only in your browser's memory. So once to be shown as a viewer. No, it has no persistence. So once you close a tab or refresh the page, all document content is just wiped out. So DocuParse itself stored nothing at this point of time. This design ensures your data remains private, transient, and under your control, and with zero content stored on any of my servers or any of the other Google servers as well. Now, who is this application intended for? So it is primarily targeted at CTOs who can deploy DocuParse to feed contract, invoices, or policy data directly into LLMs. So there is no pre-processing pipelines and no data silos. So you might have hundreds of documents, hundreds of invoices. All this can be passed through DocuParse to get a structured output, and which can be then fed into the LLMs to get insights. This can also help with the legal and compliance teams. So they can instantly find relevant clauses in thousands of documents and export them securely for review and reporting. Just imagine, right? So if they will have hundreds and thousands of legal papers, and they won't kind of put down structure of the semantics and the contextual meaning of each and every document. So this will be one of the tools which can help them out do it. They can extract the data and then they can feed it to an LLM so that they can get insights out of it. Now, some of the tech founders can use that, so because they can try to extract customer insights from survey results and push them over directly on to product decision workflows without hiring data teams. So what they can directly do is they take out all the inputs from the survey forms, and they can then parse it. They can get an output of structured data, which can then be fed into an LLM, which can give you data insights of how your product decision workflow should work as, and choosing the right products to increase your revenue stream as well, right? So that would be a very important insight. Now, I think we've almost come down to the end of the demo. So just a closing line. So DocuParse isn't just about passing documents. It's about unlocking your data for AI responsibly and efficiently as well. Now, by combining Firebase's rapid development environment, Genkit's orchestration power, Gemini's LLM, and as well as LlamaParse advanced extraction, I've built a platform that turns any document into structured LLM-ready intelligence with no data stored or no technical overweight. That's kind of the beauty of this, right? Now, I think that's about it from my side. I have a couple of other products which has been built on based on this. I will upload the video shortly, but for now, signing off. Thank you.